What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of All the Mods 10 to the Sky. Hello. Today, I want us to get into a little bit of Mechanism, just the very basics of it, nothing too extreme. Don't be scared. Mechanism's not that scary. So, I just want to get into Mechanism. I've been expanding this area a little bit to try to make little like sections. I think it could be cool to have like different sections be different things, and then maybe these could be walls. I'm not too sure. I'm just kind of going with what we got going on so far. So yeah, I want to get into some basic mechanism stuff. Nothing too crazy. At least get the ultimate tier circuits and whatnot. Maybe do some progression of machines. I've never done the ore processing stuff, so maybe that's something we'll do in this pack. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think for basic mechanism, I think we can just get right into it, shall we? Let's see what we need. We're gonna need the metallurgic infuser. This would be super useful, so we're probably gonna need a few of these. So we'll grab, I need osmium. I think I should have some. Okay, so I have 20,000 raw osmium. Do I not have furnaces set up yet? Oh, my furnace system's kind of slow. I don't know how to make it faster yet. But for now, if I just put all this in here. Yeah, the hardest part is I can't get it out quickly enough from the system. So, but for now, I just put that in there. See, from there it pulls it quick. It's just I wish I could make this pattern provider faster. I don't know how. So that should get me all osmium. Love to see it. And yeah, these pipes are too slow. The whole system's slow. Okay, so let's make one of these. I don't have iron. Oh, it's probably... Really? I have no iron made? Really? We have 70,000 iron nuggets. So I believe the first one we need is... Yes, redstone and then osmium. And that's going to take a little bit. So I want the mechanism upgrades. And then what's this one? Steel. I don't have steel yet. That's fine. Yeah, don't really need any of those. All right. So now since we get some of these, I think we can make some speed upgrades. No, I need some fused alloy. That's fine. Fused alloy is redstone and copper. The faster we get things going right from the beginning, this will just make everything better. And eventually this will all be set to auto crafting, but for now we just gotta get the basics. So I'll take the, thank you, osmium dust. Oh, I'm gonna need a crusher. What am I missing? Steel. I need lava buckets. So I need a way of getting, oh, that'll work. I should say I need a way of getting lava buckets, but crusher can go right here. Perfect. Keep doing that. Thank you. And you can get the muffler upgrades, but you can also just go like this way. Just go mechanism, silence things that way. Grab this, get all that in there. Let's see, can we get our speed upgrade now? We can. Love it. How many can they handle in this pack? Is it 16? Oh, it's 8. Okay. Can I get 10 of these? No. So I gotta start making steel. And how it wants me to make steel is... There may be other ways. Is there another way you want that made? Or is it just mixing the alloy smelting? See, I kind of want to get into Ender IO. I don't know much about it. But I guess for now we can just make this steel dust. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this until we have enough upgrades to make that one full, and then we'll go on to the next step. Whoa, I just have all these souls appearing. I don't know what these are. Forbidden Arcanus, Lost Souls. Okay, I forgot what I'm supposed to do with these, but hi guys. Anyways, okay, so these both have full upgrades. I'm gonna have to upgrade them to the factories in a second, but for now, just keep putting osmium in here. Okay, so let's upgrade that one first. And then, yeah, so now we need to make the advanced... Oh, I can make some of these, actually. These I want on auto craft for sure. This is another way of getting them. I can craft them, or I can do it this way. I feel like you haven't always been able to craft these, have you? Does this use less redstone or something? I don't know, I'm just gonna go this way, because that seems a lot easier. Okay, put that in there. Okay, make me 100 of these. Make me 10 of these. Terrific. Now if we take our crushing factory, we can make a advanced crushing factory. And that's as far as we can get so far. I upgrade my metallurgic infuser. Yeah, we got the basic and we got the advanced. Terrific. And you kind of need that. Cool. Some more redstone. So now while we wait for that one, the next one's going to be the diamond one. So we need diamond and the infused alloy. Eventually we'll get the enriched redstone, enriched iron, enriched diamond. But for now, we're just getting the core principle set up. Oh, you're not getting enough power, eh? Okay, I gotta make more power. I think that's my problem. I think I'm getting a little excited trying to upgrade all these. So we may need to see other power options because our little cobblestone one clearly isn't holding up. And yeah, after we get this one set up, we need to get diamond in there and then the infused obsidian, but we'll get there in a second. So I just want to use up all this redstone. Now we should be making these enriched items with the enrichment chamber, but we're just not quite there yet. But yeah, you can get osmium dust that way too. Interesting. I think I did know that. There's a lot you can use in the enrichment tables. So now with these, I should be able to upgrade the elite circuits. Now, the next step, we're going to need reinforced alloy. Yeah, sorry, refined obsidian. So we're going to need the diamond and obsidian dust. Now we take this refined obsidian and I can figure out what we do with it. Oh yeah, so the infuser with the diamond alloys. We'll put our refined obsidian here. There we go, refined obsidian. Perfect. Atomic alloys. So now next step would be to make all of this stuff auto crafting. All right, let's see what we're going to get from all of our rewards here. Let's clear all these up. Okay, got some random goodies. It's awesome. Get rid of all that. Okay, cool. So now we can make any circuit we need. So I'm just going to go around, make a couple more of the machines. Like, honestly, I'll probably make most of these. They're all pretty easy to figure out. Let me just get a few machines set up and then we'll check back in a minute. So I got all of them. I have them all set to auto crafts and stuff, which makes it really easy. So I think I have all of them. Yep. Clear all this. Love it. Got all kinds of goodies. Is my inventory full? Uh-oh. How is my storage full? And what's bogging it up? That's what I want to know. Oh, no. Yeah, there's clearly something in here that should not be in here. All right, I guess we got to figure out what is filling up our inventory here. Okay, so I figured it out. It's all of my raw ores. Like, see, I don't have any like raw ores right now. I put all my drives back in. So I need to find some drawers for those, and then hopefully it will figure itself out, maybe. All right, I'll show you how I'm fixing this problem. So I'm just having an exporter going into these drawers. I think there is a couple duplicates, but it's fine. Each one of these I just have going from the exporter. And so it's taking out of my network, putting it back into my network. So it's kind of causing a little cycle. But then it should be filling these up instead of the cells. So in theory, I guess I could just elevate it up here. Yeah, see, my drives are kind of back to normal. They're still on the higher side though. So I think some items, yeah, see, some items are coming out of that. I guess we'll see how much. So that's kind of a way of fixing that if you get that problem where your storage is filling up. So I'm gonna let that do its thing, see if there's anything else that needs to be added to these drawers, and then we'll get back to where we're at. I got lots of machines: the Chemical Oxidizer, Chemical Infuser, Electrolytic Separator, Enrichment Chamber, Metallurgic Infuser, Rotary Condenser, Pressurized Reaction Chamber, Energized Melter Combiner, Chemical Injection Chamber, and Electron Compressor Purification Chamber. Do I know what most of those do? Kind of. Do I know all those do? No. Again, I've never done like the ore processing. I don't know why it says I have biofuel, or maybe I got it from a reward, but I haven't done that one yet. To get into Mekanism, the end goal is to get into like reactors and fissile fuel and all that kind of stuff. But we're definitely not there yet. Now I wouldn't mind getting a proper setup for just producing everything I need. So I kind of want to get a few of these machines, even though this is way overkill for this. You know what? No. I think I will use this one machine for everything for now. But the first thing we need to do is get into the enricher. So the enricher, again, this is all going to be set to auto crafting in a minute. I'm just trying to show the core basics of this to make it easy to understand. So the enriched diamond will give you 20 millibuckets. the diamond dust, you get 10, and the enriched diamond, you get 80. Let's just let you go like that. So the system would be you enrich it, and then the things that go into the infuser. So I'm going to try to get this all set up with auto crafting and get basic things so I can get everything enriched, which will then go into the infusion factory. And then that will be our first mechanism automation. All right, so I'm going to try something different because with the infusing factory, the patterns get kind of weird because you need a spot for extra as well. I'm wondering if I do it like this, where I actually do a recipe with liquids or gases, chemicals, I guess. So if I go like that, see how it's 0.2. So what I want to do is have some chemical drawers, I guess, in the network, have it go to my enrichment factory, and then go to the chemical oxidizer to get the chemical or liquid version. I don't know if I actually need fluids in here. Is it filling up at all? No. Let it go in now. Haha! So I don't necessarily want to store chemicals in there. I just want it as a holding lot for chemicals. Actually, maybe I want to store the chemicals. I don't know, but cool that we can do that. Okay, so I think it works. So say I want 200 of these. It should, yeah, get some diamonds here. And then the enriched diamond goes into the chemical oxidizer. Chemical oxidizer goes in the system. And then this is pulling that from the system. So it's just sending this and the infused alloy, which you don't have to worry about the extra slot. Look at that. Okay, that's pretty cool progress. I'm going to set that up for all of the alloys. And then pretty good. All right, so for the infuser, I think I got everything I'm going to potentially want to make with that. Okay, so let's just say I want something random. Like I want alloy. I want 1,000 of these. I'm getting my redstone going in there. That's getting turned into redstone. Now, the problem will happen if I want multiple recipes at once, but beautiful. So yeah, this is kind of the throttle because I can't make this a factory, but I think we'll be okay there. All right, so let's see if I can make 1,000 atomic alloy. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so this will definitely be the throttle. Unfortunately, the bottleneck, the chemical oxidizer, is unless I'm having more than one, there's not really much I can do about that. I guess these all want diamonds. So that works out well. Okay. Yeah, I guess just unfortunately the chemical oxidizer is just gonna have to be our bottleneck. There's no factory version of that one, but everything else seems to be working fine. And I think having 1,000 of those atomic alloy is probably all I'm gonna need for quite some time. So like, sure, it may take a little bit right now, but like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna need more than that, to be honest. Maybe once I start getting the reactors, I'm not sure. All right, the next one I want to set up is the osmium compressor, which only does a couple items. Yeah, more so I just need the refined obsidian ingot, but you can add, and maybe I'll do the refined obsidian glowstone as well. Set this one right beside you. Grab some cables. I hope these are big enough. We're at 4 channels. Okay, we'll go for a pattern provider. And a smart cable. Terrific. Put that there. Put that there. Say top is input output. Get rid of all that. Actually, for chemicals, I don't know yet. I'll say input output as well for chemicals. Yeah, I think there's like a broken recipe because it won't let me put ingots into this unless I'm doing. Yeah, it needs both. I don't know the best way of doing that. I may just do an out input and just always put osmium into that. Autocraft. Okay, so get rid of that. Export this to export osmium and put the bottom as the extra slot. Okay, cool. So I'll just keep filling up with osmium. We'll give it some acceleration card. And then from here for the patterns, because only 2 recipes I really want from here is the refined obsidian and the refined glowstone. I don't even know if I need the refined glowstone. So if I just go like this, will this work for a recipe? So if I say make me obsidian ingots, will that work? Yes, it will. It's because it's always getting osmium in. Okay. So it's kind of an annoying way, but we got it to work. Here's a fun thing that I figured out recently about upgrading mechanism pipes. If you just right click it, which is interesting that's using 1. I thought it was supposed to do one at a time. But yeah, you can like upgrade them just like that. Very cool. All right, so I want to set some biomass production up. So I'm going to grab some kelp. I have nature and water essence being produced. Crusher. I'll get 2 biofuel. Put that over here. Yes, now I can go bio. Terrific. So now I can actually say I've achieved this one. So now things are going to start getting a little bit more complicated with Mekanism. We're going to have to start like processing chemicals and all that kind of good stuff. And I also made these last 3 machines, the chemical washer, chemical dissolution chamber, and the chemical crystallizer. Again, I've never done the setup over here that it wants me to do, but I think we'll do it just because why not? But right now, I want to start making HDPE pellets. To that, we need oxygen, liquid ethylene, we need substrate, which is biofuel mixed with ethylene or hydrogen and water. That's the whole thing, getting into chemicals, but that's our next step. All right, just to be able to, just for the achievement, I'm just trying to make all the evaporation chambers. I'm not going to start doing that, like making the brine and all that stuff yet. I'm just trying to get the achievement just so I can clear up all of this. We will build these in a little bit. It's just not yet. Okay, yeah, so I have all of this done. I'll have to set it up at some point. But for now, look at all these goodies we're getting. Cool, level 76. Assistive heater. All these random chemicals. Okay, terrific. So now I have all these. I'll have to set it up. And I still want to get the H. Okay. Everything else good? Anything more? Sure, take that. And then, yeah, I guess all the pipes could unlock all this kind of stuff. And I'm not just trying to unlock things in the achievements, but it is good progression. And then we can start doing the stuff once we have everything like maxed out, and it'll just make things easier. So yeah, our next step would be start making some sulfur, HDPE pellet, attempt this whole ore processing thing, which is the whole thing. And I think we're gonna need the heaters and stuff. Okay, we're making pretty good progress. All right, so next I want to make the HDPE pellets and stuff, and I think that's probably what we'll call it for today. So to do that, substrate, and to get substrate, we're also going to need ethylene. But to get substrate, it's biofuel and hydrogen with water. We're going to need hydrogen and water. So for the water, that one's pretty easy. We'll get a sink. And then we will need, what am I looking for? Oh, yes, hydrogen. The hydrogen, we could just use oxygen, or we could use the electrolytic separator, and we get hydrogen and oxygen. Actually, do I have water in the network? Don't, but I could. I thought I did have one. That's fine. I'll look into that later. Okay. So we need water coming in. I guess I should use the Mekanism pipes because might as well. So if I just put this here, go like that with a wrench. No, I need the configurator. Fluids, pull from there. It's already getting some stuff. Terrific. Dumping excess, dumping excess. Okay. So we're going to need some cables. All right. So that should be producing now our oxygen and our hydrogen. So put this one here. We'll say front face fluid. Now I want chemicals. You can be output 1 going there. And then the one over here, the output 2. Okay, if that goes there, it should be filling up. Terrific. So the next step is the substrate. So we need that hydrogen into the pressure PRC, the pressure reaction chamber. Another way you can do this is you could put it into your network, or even just with like a storage interface. I'm almost running out of channels for the auto crafting stuff, but for now, let's just grab 10 of these cables. Love it. So what if I go like, I don't know if I love that just for water. Okay, so now we're getting hydrogen, and now we're getting water. Now I also need to have biomass going into this, or sorry, biofuel. I don't know if I want to just always make it or make it onto order. That's the question. Yeah, so I think I'll just put this onto a pattern provider. So now if I say make me substrate, it should work. If I go items, input, actually input, output. Terrific. So now we're getting substrate. And now I need another tank. Cool. So I'm going to make a ultimate tank. Can I make the elite? Did I skip one? That's fine. I thought I did them all, but apparently I didn't. That one now. Can I make a tank? There we go. But I often always just use ultimate for everything just because, you know, we're rich. And then this one will be chemical output. Cool. Now we have ethylene being produced and we have substrate. Now for the HDPE pellets, we need that ethylene. It needs to be liquid ethylene and some oxygen. And you take that substrate and then you get HDPE pellets. All right, so first we're going to grab this rotary condensator. And if I just go right here. Now, can I make this just output into this? Oh, yes, I can. Terrific. And again, power is still our issue. Awesome. So now we're getting liquid ethylene with 0 power. I need to take that liquid ethylene and put it into another pressurized reaction chamber with some oxygen, which we have pressurized reaction chamber. And I want you to input, and I want you to output. It should be working. No? Oh, wait, this isn't a chemical anymore. This is a fluid. Okay, cool. So we got our liquid ethylene in here. Fantastic. And now we're going to need some oxygen from this one. So if I go like this, that's fine. I want it to go like that. Oh, I don't want it to be hydrogen. I want it to go here off of that one. I don't want it to be that one. So if I grab my configurator and say chemicals. Now, okay, what if I go like this? I think I have an idea. Get a trash can for this. And if I get rid of that, or sorry, get rid of that. I put my trash can here. Turn you to a output. Where's chemicals? There we go. Then now if I get rid of this, I also don't want you over here. And if I connect that there, terrific. This would be oxygen. And the top is put. So in theory, if I get rid of these now, this should just work. As long as there's always oxygen in there. What could go wrong? So I want it into this one. Kind of wish the different pipes didn't connect to each other, because that'd make it a little easier to have multiple. And that's where modern industrialization really thrives. Yeah, so as long as these never connect, and this is always oxygen, we should be okay. But of course, no power. And then I want this chemical input. Look at that, we got oxygen. And we just need the HDPE pellets. And the thing is, we're not going to need a lot of these. So I'll just do another pattern. Put that up here. We will make this bottom an input output for items. And eject on. And then you get a pattern for the HDPE pellets. Let's put that in there with a smart cable. So then that might be it for this cable. Oh no, because we're only doing 3. Okay, cool. And then 5. Terrific. So even though we don't have enough power, we are making some good progress. So here, what is my byproduct on this one? Okay, good. There's no chemical byproduct. So if I just say, make me HDP, if I just say make me 100 of these, will it work? Yeah, power is our biggest problem, but it is working. Terrific, terrific. Okay, next step, HDPE pellets. We can make the rods like this, and we can make the sheets like this. So you go in the enriching factory, you go in there, and you go right there. Now, if we wanted to make HDPE sheets, we should be able to. Ethylene, yeah, power is such an issue right now. But this should be working. Yeah, got my sheets. Let's just make some rod too. I might need that for something. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. We're not going to need a whole lot of HDPE, I don't think. But we got all that set up. Obviously, I know we skipped all this. We may get back into it. I don't know if we're really going to need it. Sulfur. I do know we have some sulfur being produced, but I think that's going to be it for today. Is there any other stuff? Some cables and stuff. Terrific. Thanks, guys. Well, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click subscribe. I'll see you guys again next week. Okay. Bye-bye.